The Dark Knight trilogy, directed by the renowned filmmaker Christopher Nolan, was greatly beloved for introducing us to the Joker and many other characters. In Batman Begins, the screenplay was co-written by David S. Goyer and Christopher Nolan. However, Jonathan Nolan also contributed to the screenplay writing in The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises, playing a significant role in the development of the script alongside his brother Christopher Nolan. While David S. Goyer was part of the screenplay team for the Dark Knight series, Jonathan Nolan's contributions were crucial to the success of these films. Despite endless speculation about which actor would portray the Joker, Heath Ledger emerged as one of Christopher Nolan's top choices for the role. Ledger and Nolan first met during the casting process for Batman Begins for the role of Bruce Wayne Batman. However, both Nolan and Ledger agreed that Ledger was not suitable for this role. Nolan met with several other actors before choosing Ledger for the role of the Joker. However, due to the popularity of Jack Nicholson's performance as the Joker in Batman, Nolan found them reluctant to take on the role. After meeting with Ledger again, Nolan realized that he was the perfect choice for the role. When asked why he made such an unexpected casting choice, Nolan replied, "Because he's fearless." Heath Ledger spent approximately 6 weeks holed up in a motel room preparing for the role of the Joker. During this extended period of seclusion, Ledger delved deep into the psychology of the character. He dedicated himself to developing every tic, voice inflection, and the sadistic laugh that would define the Joker. Ledger's comment on the appearance of the Joker was primarily based on the chaotic, disheveled look of punk rocker Sid Vicious, combined with the psychotic demeanor of Malcolm McDowell's character, Alex DeLarge, from A Clockwork Orange. Just like in every comic book adaptation film, this one also drew inspiration from comic books during its production phase. Among the comics that inspired it were The Killing Joke, which focuses on the Joker's past, Batman, Year One, which explores the relationship between Batman and Gordon, and Batman, The Long Halloween, which tells the story of Harvey Dent's transformation into Two-Face. In 2008, running an advertising campaign online wasn't as common as it is today. However, this film executed a marketing campaign that was ahead of its time. For 15 months before the film's release, Warner Bros. Released brochures for the film online, created a website for Gotham cable news, and even began distributing dollar bills with Joker makeup drawn on them. Actually, while it's true that there were considerations for actors like Hugh Jackman and Mark Ruffalo for the role of Harvey Dent, ultimately, Aaron Eckhart was cast in the role for The Dark Knight. Cesar Romero was one of the many actors who portrayed the Joker in the past. Christopher Nolan also included some references to Romero as a tribute in the film. The mask worn by the Joker in the bank heist scene of the film bears a striking resemblance to the one used by Cesar Romero's Joker in the television series that began in 1966. This could be considered as a tribute to Cesar Romero by Christopher Nolan. While filming a chase scene on Lake Street, the Chicago Police Department received several calls from concerned citizens reporting that the police were engaged in a pursuit with a dark-colored vehicle of unknown make or model. In the documentary I Am Heath Ledger, Heath Ledger's vocal coach for this film, Jerry Grenell, mentioned that Heath had to constantly lick his lips during filming because his prosthetic kept falling out. Ledger incorporated this into his performance as a tic. Joker VE swap minibuslerein in your oldkovalamaka sarnisi seklukken o dunham dunyada janska dort adit bulunen IMAX kamerazenden biri bosel muster. The film includes 2 scenes where the Joker films himself with a handheld camera. These scenes were deliberately directed by Heath Ledger to look amateurish. While Christopher Nolan supervised, Ledger had full control over the shooting style, angles, and lighting, opting for a deliberately amateurish approach. According to Michael Caine, Heath Ledger surpassed Jack Nicholson's portrayal of the Joker. Caine says, "Jack was like a clown figure, benign but wicked, maybe a killer old uncle." Heath went in a completely different direction from Jack. He was a really terrifying psychopath. Caine bases this belief on a scene where the Joker visits Bruce Wayne's penthouse. Despite never having met Ledger before, Ledger's performance so startled Caine that he forgot his lines. Heath Ledger improvised when he began sarcastically applauding in his prison cell as Gordon is promoted. The applause was not scripted, but Christopher Nolan encouraged the crew to continue filming immediately, and the sequence was later included in the final cut. Christian Bale mentioned in an interview that during the interrogation scene, Heath Ledger asked him to hit him as hard as he could to elicit genuine emotion. Riddler is one of the many villains in the comics who tries to uncover Batman's true identity. Similarly, in the film, Coleman Reese also attempts to reveal Batman's real identity. However, this is not the only similarity between the two characters. The real name of the Riddler, Enigma, resembles the word Wenigma, which means a puzzle or mystery. On the other hand, the name Mr. Reese resembles the word mysteries, which also means secrets or puzzles. In one scene of the Joker movie, Joker infiltrates a hospital disguised as a nurse. In this scene, the name tag on the nurse uniform reads Matilda. Matilda is the name of Heath Ledger and his partner's daughter. During the production of this film, a stunt technician named Conway Wycliffe lost his life while performing a test for the exploding Batmobile scene. Wycliffe was riding in a Nissan 4x4 and filming the car parallel to it. The vehicle carrying Wycliffe failed to make a 90-degree turn and collided with a tree, resulting in fatal injuries to the technician. Heath Ledger's sudden death due to a drug overdose on January 22, 2008, immediately led to speculation about the circumstances of the film and Ledger's condition before his death. Shortly after the announcement of Ledger's death, Warner Bros. Released a statement confirming that Ledger had completed all his scenes, thus finishing his portrayal of the Joker. There were widespread rumors that the intense role had taken a toll on Ledger's mental state, leading to depression and ultimately to the ingestion of the wrong combination of medications. However, his family has since dispelled such rumors by stating that he had a lot of fun playing the role rather than being depressed. Ledger struggled with insomnia throughout his life and often took prescription medication along with sleeping pills. Unfortunately, it was revealed that the combination he took that night proved to be a lethal one. This film was the first comic book film to surpass $1 billion in worldwide box office revenue. Additionally, it ranks third among IMDb's list of the top 250 films with a rating of 9.0.